All right, so picture this. You've got a crew working on a new building in Pottstown, Pennsylvania back in 1972, and boom, they stumble upon a skeleton hidden in an old well.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a mystery, right?
Yeah, definitely a head scratcher.
But here's the thing. It also opens up this window into a whole historical fiction story that is absolutely captivating, and that's what we are diving into today.
I'm intrigued already.
I knew you would be. So we are going deep into The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride, and luckily for us, we've got some summaries and analyses to guide our way so we can really uncover the core themes and those intriguing little details that make this book so special.
Sounds like a plan.
It is a plan. Our mission today is to become so familiar with this rich and compelling narrative that we could practically write the sequel ourselves.
Ambitious, but I like it. It's like we're getting a crash course in all things Heaven and Earth Grocery Store.
Exactly. And to really get into it, we need to travel back in time a bit to the 1920s and 1930s, specifically to the Chicken Hill neighborhood of Pottstown.
Ugh, Chicken Hill. Now, that's a place I'd love to visit if I had a time machine.
We'll strap in because through the power of imagination, we're about to go there.
Lead the way.
So Chicken Hill, it wasn't your typical neighborhood. It was this vibrant mix of Black, Jewish, and Italian residents all living side by side.
A real melting pot.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And our mission is to use the book and the resources we have to extract the most compelling insights into this community and the central ideas that James McBride is exploring.
The heart of the matter.
You got it. So let's start with this idea of marginalized communities coming together and forming these really intricate relationships. What does the novel tell us about how the Black, Jewish, and Italian communities interacted in Chicken Hill?
Well, one thing that really jumps out from the analysis we have is the character of Chona.
Yeah.
The owner of the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store.
Oh, Chona. She seems like quite a character.
Definitely central figure in all of this. You can imagine her store being this hub, this meeting point where all these different cultures converged.
I can practically hear the chatter and smell the amazing aromas wafting out of her store.
Oh, absolutely. And think about it for a second. In a neighborhood that was likely facing its share of economic hardship, offering credit at a grocery store could have been a lifeline.
It's more than just a transaction, right? It's about trust and understanding the needs of your community.
Exactly. It creates a bond that goes beyond just buying and selling. And, grocery stores, they have this unique way of becoming places where people exchange new share tips, maybe even swap recipes.
I love that image, people from all walks of life coming together over a shared love of food.
It's human connection at its finest.
Yeah.
And I bet those interactions, those little moments, led to some incredible cultural exchanges, too.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Just imagine Chona picking up a few Italian phrases to better serve her customers, or maybe sharing a traditional Jewish recipe with her Black neighbors.
It's beautiful. It paints this picture of a community where differences were celebrated and traditions were blended.
It makes you think, doesn't it, about how people from different backgrounds support each other in our own communities, sometimes without us even realizing it.
Absolutely. It's that quiet kind of support that often goes unnoticed but holds a community together.
Like that neighbor who always helps you carry groceries, or the one who watches your kids in a pinch.
Exactly. It's those small acts of kindness that make all the difference.
Yeah.
And the Heaven and Earth Grocery Store really highlights the power of that.
It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, community can be a source of strength and resilience.
Absolutely. And speaking of resilience, another key theme that shines through is how this community rallies together to protect Dodo, this young deaf boy, from being unjustly institutionalized.
Oh yes, Dodo. His story is so powerful. It really speaks to the heart of this community.
Imagine the situation of a vulnerable child threatened by a system that doesn't understand or value his needs.
It's heartbreaking to think about.
But instead of turning away, this community stands up for Dodo. They fight for him.
That's what I love about this book. It showcases the courage and compassion of ordinary people coming together to do what's right.
It gives me chills just thinking about it. This group of neighbors from diverse backgrounds uniting to protect one of their own.
It's like they're saying, hey, this is our child. We will not let him be treated this way.
And their actions speak even louder than their words. Whether it's taking turns caring for Dodo or finding someone who can communicate with him through sign language.
It's those acts of love and sacrifice that truly define a community.
You know what's truly remarkable about this whole situation? It's how Dodo's deafness, which could have been seen as a barrier, actually becomes a catalyst for collective action.
It's like they see beyond his disability and recognize his humanity, his worth as a member of their community.
Exactly. And it reminds us that empathy can bridge any divide. It has the power to unite people from all walks of life.
And that brings us to another major point, the fight for justice within a marginalized context.
Oh, yes. That's a theme that runs deep throughout the book.
We talked about the discovery of the skeleton at the beginning, right?
Right, that mysterious skeleton.
It acts as this catalyst, this spark that ignites an uncovering of past injustices in Chicken Hill.
It's like that skeleton is a silent witness to a history that's been buried for too long.
And the investigation into who this person was and how they ended up in that well, it's bound to reveal some darker aspects of this community's past.
Secrets and maybe even crimes that have gone unpunished.
It makes you wonder what other stories are hidden beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic neighborhood.
And the pursuit of truth in this case. It's intertwined with a pursuit of justice, even if it's justice that comes decades too late.
It's a reminder that the past is never truly gone. It continues to shape the present in profound ways.
Absolutely. And it connects to the conversations we're having today about social inequalities and the fight for a more just world.
Even though this book is set in the 1920s and 30s, the themes it explores are so relevant to our lives today.
It shows us that the struggle for justice is an ongoing process, something we must constantly strive for.
Now let's talk about the characters for a moment. James McBride has this incredible knack for creating characters who feel so real, so relatable.
I agree. He breathes life into them.
Like Moshe Ludlow, who owns the dance hall and theater. What a fascinating figure.
Imagine him arriving in this new country with dreams bigger than his suitcase.
I can see him now, a young man determined to make his mark on the world.
And Chona, with her grocery store at the heart of it all. She must have been an incredible source of strength and wisdom for her community.
Both of these characters, they're individual stories. They bring this historical period to life in a way that facts and figures simply can't.
It's like we're transported back to Chicken Hill. We could almost hear the music playing in Moshe's dance hall and smell the fresh bread baking in Chona's store.
It makes you think about the daily lives and concerns of these people, what their hopes and fears were.
It humanizes history. It helps us connect with the past on a much deeper level.
And through their stories, we gain a better understanding of the challenges and triumphs of that era.
The struggles they faced, the prejudices they endured, the small victories they celebrated.
It's all there in the details of their lives.
And it reminds us that history is not just a collection of dates and events. It's made up of countless individual stories, just like Moshe's and Chona's.
And finally, let's talk about the way this novel weaves together the past and the present.
Yes, that's one of the most brilliant aspects of this book.
The fact that the story begins with the discovery of that skeleton in 1972, it sets the stage for this exploration of how the past can reverberate through time.
It's like that skeleton is a tangible link, a bridge between the events of Chicken Hill's past and the present day.
The author is telling us right from the start that we can't truly understand the present without grappling with the complexities of the past.
And that discovery in 1972, it forces the community to confront its history, to reckon with the secrets and injustices that have been buried for far too long.
It's like the past is reaching out from the depths of that well, demanding to be heard.
And as we delve deeper into the story, we see how the choices made by the characters in the 1920s and 30s have a ripple effect that extends far beyond their own time.
It's a powerful reminder that our actions have consequences that can stretch across generations.
And it makes us think about how historical events continue to shape our lives and communities today.
Whether it's the legacy of systemic racism or the impact of economic inequality,
the past is always present in some form or another.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the heaven and earth grocery store, I think we've uncovered some truly profound themes.
We've explored the power of community, the importance of resilience, the fight for justice, the significance of individual stories, and the intricate link between the past and the present.
And we've seen how James McBride masterfully brings these themes to life through his vivid characters and captivating storytelling.
It's a book that stays with you long after you've finished reading it.
And it leaves us with a lot to think about. So here's a final thought for you to ponder. As we reflect on the story of Chicken Hill and the resilience of its people in the face of adversity, what can we learn from their experience?
That's a great question.
How can we apply those lessons to our own lives and communities today, especially when we face division or hardship?
What can we do to foster that same sense of interconnectedness and support that was so evident in Chicken Hill?
Because maybe, just maybe, the key to overcoming our own challenges lies in remembering the enduring power of human connection.
That's a powerful takeaway.
And on that note, we'll leave you to contemplate the legacy of the Heaven and Earth grocery store and the lessons it holds for us all.
Until next time.